Garry Winogrand spent most of his life in America, the country he represented with his photography. He lived in New York City, growing up with his parents in the Bronx, attending school at New York City College and Columbia University. He studied painting and photography. He took his best shots while wandering the New York streets with his camera, taking as many photos as he could. Garry's primary focus for his shots were the people he found among his travels. Most of his photos show a slice of American life, what was on their minds that day, and the triumphs and frustrations they were experiencing at that moment. It is because of the true emotion shown in these photos that it becomes apparent Garry had to practice great disconnection from his subjects while shooting to get the most genuine expressions. To him, photography is just another way to see the world. He treats the medium like a pair of glasses that he shares with everyone in hopes to give them a common perspective on life. This photo, titled "The Famous Shot" by Garry, shows a couple on the streets with their unusual pets. Their expressions show a concentration, aware of their unique nature on the crowded streets. It gives a sense of parent-like protectiveness of their monkeys. Also, considering the times they were living in, the couple shows to be unique and unusual as well because of their differences in race. The photo's title likely comes from the fact that this couple would be hard to miss in public. The woman shot in this photo is obviously in a great mood. Garry chose the perfect time to capture a very joyful moment in this woman's life. Her expression matches those found in advertisements for food or toothpaste when someone is paid to express great joy. That is what makes Garry's photos so good, is the fact that these expressions are actually genuine. This photo was used as cover for one of Garry's more rare photography books, titled "Women Are Beautiful." A similar photo is this, where we see a woman expressing her excitement of the dance she is currently having with her husband. While the photo is still, it expresses a sense of speed to the dance where she and her husband are flying around on the dance floor. The same sort of expression someone would make on a roller coaster, which contrasts with the two's attire. The couple are dressed like adults, but are excited and loud like children. This next photo, however, shows what could be interpreted as a darker scenario. The driver, who is clearly wearing a bandage on his face, glances at the camera with an annoyed look. The bandage seems to be recent and could be hiding the result of a fight he might have held recently. His passenger is tight-lipped and is either unaware of the photographer or ignoring him. She too is upset, possibly due to the embarrassment over her partner. Some children caught Garry's eye at the zoo when he saw them playing around on a guard railing. Their expression shows a sense of surprise over being captured on film while still experiencing the joy of the moment. Considering the location, their playing around could be seen as appropriate, as they are just another animal attraction for visitors. The woman next to the kids watches them rather than the rhinos with a slight look of annoyance. Maybe she's a mother and she's a bit upset that she's brought them all the way to the zoo so they can just play around as if it's a playground. He caught this photo at a rally of people waving American flags and signs. They seem upset about the mayor and his apparent connections to the Communist Party. The crowd looks angry while one worker, the focus of the photo, yells into a reporter's microphone. The worker seems to be demanding change in the government. He's passionate in his rage while holding up something off shot with someone else. Some children are seen in the photo below him. They are confused, unsure as to why they are there, why this rally is happening, and why their parents had to take them to it. As you can tell from the descriptions I have made of these more famous photos made by Garry Winogrand, they are up to interpretation. Garry did not stage these photos as they are all about people living their own lives. He couldn't stage these moments even if he tried. All he had to do to get these great shots was to wander around his city and take as many photos as he could of the people just living their own lives. And that is what he did. Take as many photos as he could. He took over the course of his life nearly 6 million photographs. What I have shown to you today is but a tiny portion of what he gave to the world. Garry Winogrand took a great stance on the medium of photography by never being more than just a pair of sharp eyes. His gift to the world was simply showing the American public a look into their own lives at different times of their lives.